What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today we've got a super quick video with a couple teasers for Season 4 of Black Ops 6. And this actually came as part of the outro cinematic for Season 3, which just dropped this morning, and within this cinematic they pretty clearly showed off two weapons that are not currently in the game, and therefore it does appear they are teasing these for Season 4. And the first one here is an SMG, and as far as I can tell, it looks like the LC-10 from Black Ops Cold War, or maybe it's the next iteration of that. Maybe it'll be the LC-11 or something like that. It doesn't look exactly the same as the LC-10, but it also doesn't look like any real-life gun that I was able to identify at least. And that was a similar story with the LC-10 back in Cold War. It wasn't really a direct copy of any real-life gun. It was more of a fictional weapon that was maybe kind of a mashup of a couple different models of real-life guns. And then after that, we also see what they always call the FFAR, which is the FAMAS, and it does appear it will likely be the full auto version of the FAMAS, which is not surprising at all. If you guys saw my video from a few days ago, I talked about some of the data mine weapons that we were expecting for Season 4, and one of them is labeled as Fresno in the code, and usually those code names use the first and or second letter of whatever their code name is, so FR, and therefore this is where we were expecting some version of the FAMAS. And it looks like that's what we're going to be seeing. And then also for the SMG, just looking back to that data mine, that's probably the one that they had listed as Lisbon, since it starts with an L, and it looks like we're going to be seeing the LC-10 or the next version of the LC-10. Now outside of that, another thing to point out in the background there, on the whiteboard there it says Camp Zeta, Iceland, and it's got like an overhead layout of what could potentially be a multiplayer map. This might be a bit of a stretch, maybe this is nothing, maybe it's just designed to look cool or something, or maybe it ties in with something in the campaign. I still haven't played the campaign yet with Black Ops 6. In either case, I just wanted to point that out. It's possible we're going to be seeing a multiplayer map like that set in Iceland. Maybe a face-off map, maybe a regular map, or again, this might just be total nonsense. Just something that caught my eye and I wanted to mention that as well. Now finally, for anybody that is interested in the story, personally, I don't really care all that much. It looks like Stitch is coming back as well. That's probably going to be the primary operator for Season 4. And that's a bit of a surprise since he is meant to be dead, but technically they didn't show his actual death on screen. They just faded to black in a cinematic, and then there was a gunshot. So technically it isn't too much of a stretch, especially with how they tend to handle things, to expect that he is actually alive and it looks like in prison. Now with that, that's pretty much all I was able to gather multiplayer-wise from this little cinematic. Just a reminder from that data mine that I was referring to, where we saw leaks for the new weapons, on top of what appears to be the LC-10 and the FFAR, it appears we could also be seeing a marksman rifle, 2 more assault rifles, a shotgun, and an LMG. But this is just based on a data mine. Some of that stuff may be reserved for future seasons, or maybe we're going to be seeing all of those. In either case, it looks like at least 2 out of those are accurate so far. And that's pretty much all I've got for you guys for today's really quick video. Just wanted to make sure I was letting you guys know that these have been teased now, and we should be expecting them for Season 4, which, assuming there are no delays, just looking at the Battle Pass timer currently, it looks like we should be expecting Season 4 in about 2 weeks' time, likely on the 28th of May. But at this stage, that's not officially confirmed at this point. It's just kind of doing the math. That seems like that's where it's going to land, assuming there are no delays with it. Now, as I was recording this video, another event just went live in Black Ops 6 as well. This is the Got Your 6 event, which is part of Call of Duty Endowment. And with this is the type of event I like to see. We actually have individual in-game challenges to complete for each of these items, and once you get all of the items, you get a weapon blueprint for the Ames 85 called All Chipped Out. So that's great to see. I would love to see more events like this. And with that, this is where I want to hear from you guys in those comments down below. First off, how are you guys feeling about the apparent return of the LC-10 and the FFAR? And second, do you guys think that whiteboard actually means anything? Do you think that will be a general overview of one of the multiplayer maps? Or do you think it's just there to sort of set the scene and it doesn't actually mean anything? Just let me know down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.